Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Hey guys, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. My name is Chantel Janae. Also be sure to hit that notification bell so that you're notified each time I post a video. Without further ado, we're getting right into the video. So my first tip for incoming college freshmen is to read the syllabus. Okay, the syllabus is the thing that the professor will give you when you're first starting the class, and it's a piece of paper that goes over and outlines everything that you're going to be doing for the whole semester. And it's very helpful to read the syllabus because it's just helpful. It allows you to prepare yourself for what work you're about to do. It allows you to get yourself ready and to really be able to know when your tests will be, when your midterm is, when your final is. So definitely read the syllabus. Make sure you also keep a physical copy of the syllabus, as well as an electronic copy that the professor will most likely give you. So after you read the syllabus, my next step to you is to be nice to your professors. Okay, you want to make sure that not only you're being nice to your professor, but you're being nice to everybody in general. But when you are nice to your professors, this allows them to kind of put a halo over you, like they call it the halo effect in college. The halo effect is when you first come to college, a college class, you have to be on your best behavior. You have to sit to the front of the classroom. You have to make sure your professor sees you and knows that you're really dedicated and that you're here to work. So you work your butt off for the first week of college. And a lot of people say that when you work your butt off the first week of college, then it becomes second nature for the teacher to believe in you and and it really worked for me. But one thing is, don't take your foot off the pedal, because I don't take my foot off the pedal. But one thing you have to know is first impressions are everything. So what someone sees about you for that first week is usually how you're like. So they kind of filling you out and you're filling them out. So make sure that you're on your best behavior. Make sure that you put that halo effect around you, so that if you ever do slack, or if you ever do get off course, or something pops up in your life, so that your professors can know oh, he's a hard worker, and they're more likely to give you an extension, to turn in an assignment like that. So make sure you make friends with your professors. It doesn't always have to be buddy, because that's not the world that we're living. Some professors are generally going to be mean, probably, but just because I've had a few mean professors. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you pass in their classes. You want to make sure that you're treating them with the utmost respect, because at the end of the day, they're going to be the ones that give you that grade, and you don't want them to jack up your grade because of anything they don't like about you. Okay, because you never know. So just be safe, be prepared, be nice with your professors, and make sure that you work your butt off. Never take your foot off the pedal. For the third tip I have for you guys is email your professors when you will be absent or when you need help. I can't tell you how much time this has saved me. I can't tell you. Okay, so one day I was going to be absent from class, and I emailed my professor, and they were like, oh, I understand. And they actually didn't even count my absence. It was crazy. That day they didn't even count my absence. They was like, I'm not going to count your absence because you emailed me. And a lot of college kids, they don't email their professors when they're going to be absent. They're just absent. So the professor kind of sees that as disrespectful. So you want to make sure that you're emailing your professors and telling them what's going on, because you have to realize that your professor is human just like you, and they go through things as well. So you really should feel comfortable talking to them about anything that's going on, and just know that they're there to help you at the end of the day. And so make sure you're emailing them, make sure you're reaching out to them whenever and some professors are so cool that they'll even give you their numbers. So make sure that you're contacting them, honey, because that's key in college. Okay, that's key. Another thing is attend office hours. My next tip is attend office hours for classes that you cannot understand. That has saved me too. Okay, because sometimes it's going to be those classes where you're just the teacher's going too fast or whatever. Because some teachers they talk really fast. Okay, so you gotta brace yourself, honey. Brace yourself. put on your seatbelt. And you want to know how you put on your seatbelt, honey? You attend their office hours, because at their office hours, they're going to go over the work with you. They're going to cover the material. They're going to help you. And not only that, but in my French class, when I went to their office hours, like, consistently, you know what they told me? They said, sis, they said, I see that you're dedicated in learning. I see that you're the only one that comes to my office hours for help. I'm going to add points onto your grade. They added points onto my grade, honey. So make sure you go into them office hours and that you're seeking the help that you need, honey. And these are tips, honey, that will save your life in college, all right? And I wish I'd known this, but, honey, I've grown to learn these things. So study for the next tip is study for every quiz. Study for every quiz, okay? Study, 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 honey, okay? Study, because when you study for your quizzes, you half of the time, like a lot of time, mostly you will memorize all those things that you study, and you'll see them again on the test. And make sure you make you a study guide, because some teachers don't give out study guides. So make sure you make your own study guide sometimes if the professor doesn't give you one, okay? That's just a heads up. So make sure that you're studying. Stay after class. My next tip is stay after class for help. That's essential. Because some professors don't have office hours, because some professors they teach at different colleges. So sometimes after they leave sometimes after they leave your college, they will go to another college and they will teach another class. So sometimes it's important for you to stay after class, because some professors don't have office hours, but sometimes they'll stay like 30 minutes extra so that you can learn the material and learn what you need. And that will show them that you're dedicated and that you really want to learn. So definitely be sure to do that, because that has helped me, honey. That has helped me a lot, honey. I always make sure I attend office hours, or I always make sure that everything's fine. My next tip is to do all your homework. I cannot stress this enough. Do your homework, okay? Do your homework. This isn't like high school where you could get away with not doing your homework and still get that A and that B, honey. This is not even, this is not that, okay? So make sure you're doing your homework. My next thing, and not to mention doing your homework, homework is usually worth like 10% or more of your grade. So not doing your homework can mean that you're like you can be in between like an A or a B. So that can be, because it's like 10%, like if you have a 90% and you don't do your homework, you don't ever do your homework, you're going to be at an 80% now, because it's going to be worth like 10, it's going to take off 10% of your grade. So make sure, please make sure that you're doing your homework, that you're consistent in doing your homework. And some professors, depending on the professor, they'll judge your homework based on effort, but I know a lot of them, they don't. So make sure you're doing it accurately and you're really putting in all the effort into your homework, okay? Because you want to get that high GPA, you want your GPA to be high, okay? So make sure you do your homework, do all your work, and a lot of times do it early so that you can have time for yourself, okay? So don't say I never helped y'all, because I'm helping y'all right now, honey. I'm helping y'all right now. I'm hooking y'all up, honey.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. Also be sure to hit that notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I post a video. I just want you guys to be blessed and stay blessed. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me. And if you want a part 2 to this video, please comment below telling me you want a part 2, and I'll be sure to get it done.